I can remember a person that joined the program, and she was pretty healthy. It was a woman. I think if I had to guess, she was probably about 77, 78. And, she unexpectedly just had a mild stroke one day. She didn't really know what was going on. But she'd been in a program a couple of years, a very good relationship. In this program, one of the things you get is an assigned program navigator, lifestyle coach, all different names, but one person that's in the program that's your personal champion, right? Your care manager, but before you even need care, it's really a lifestyle navigator. And they had a 2-year relationship. So as soon as this episode came up, it's interesting. She called her. She didn't call her daughter. She didn't call her doctor. She just called her, knowing that this person has the ability to do all the outreach that's needed. And it's not a doctor. It's just a person that can get a hold of a doctor, can get a hold of EMS, can get a hold of family members, all that. So she called this person, and sure enough, she was having a stroke, and she went to the hospital. Scary experience. Stroke is, the hardest thing I think about a stroke is the unknown of the clinical situation. She got great care. And the family was there. A couple people flew in from out of town. One son that was from in town. And then she went and engaged. She didn't lose her speaking ability. She had a little paralysis on one side of her body, but not enough to, really change her life or cripple her for life. She was able to engage in therapy and had really good results. I think speed of emergency care really played a big role in this for her. But the program was the program because her person, Hannah, was her coach, her lifestyle coach, was the single point of contact for everything. And every answer, every question that Phyllis had was answered by Hannah saying, I'll handle that. I got that. I'll call them. I'll let them know. We'll get that set up. We've already got that handled, right? And so that whole navigation experience, just that comfort. And I remember talking to Phyllis about 2 months afterwards. She was back home. She was still doing some outpatient therapy, but she was like, if I didn't belong in this program, all those things that I would have had to worry about probably would have had such a negative impact on my recovery, and she was the peace of mind that I could just focus on getting better, and everything else was all being taken care of for me, including the cost. The cost that wasn't covered by Medicare was such a positive experience, and it all streamed through one person, even though she had a whole army helping her, like therapists and doctors and all this and that. She didn't have to worry about her home. She had 2 pets at home. They were cared for. I mean, just everything, So that was a great story, and she really shed some light on the peace of mind part of it. And again, the program is built in the sense that proactively we're working hard in these programs to avoid those situations whenever we can, not to allow chronic exasperation that we can have a part in controlling and coaching that and living a vital life and all that. But, we can't avoid everything. When they do happen, what's your team look like? What do your resources look like? Are they ready? Are they there in place? Or are you scrambling with whoever can help you? When you have a stroke, for instance, like you're just hoping somebody's doing some stuff because you're trying to survive. You can't navigate anything. You can't arrange pet care. You can't call your kids. And so you're hoping somebody's there. In a program like this, she was just able to share that she just had this comfort in the midst of crisis. And I thought, wow, it's really hard to sometimes even describe it. Certainly you can't put a price on it.